Hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Hyperion-Blue-GT. It's time to get ready for round 6 of the 2019-20 Exhibition Series of the Manufacturer Series Season 3 on Gran Turismo Sport. Now we are racing at Autodrumo de Interlagos for 12 laps and Group 4 racing category for today. So this is going to be quite getting started out for having the 2 tire ratings. We might be go with the racing hard or medium tires. So this wheel might get prepared to have that balance of performance. Will be well recommended to get started. So before enjoying watching the video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and check out some more videos if you like. Feel free to enjoy it anytime you want for the entertainment. So let's go and get ready to race and let's get it started. It's good to be back onto the circuit track, folks, since the last race to be on Blue Moon Bay Speedway on the course. So hope this is going to get ready to go to get started. So this race is about to begin right about now. It's round 6 of the 2019-20 Exhibition Series of the Manufacturer Series Season 3. So let's go and get started to have the drivers with their vehicles. It looks like Abit is now taking first place in the Aston Martin V8 Vantage. Miguel 8520 takes second place in the Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG. Gargoyle 0387 takes on third place in the Ford Mustang. Casey Lines takes fourth place in the Lexus RCF Group 4. Tank Destroyer 60 in the green Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG. Ford Fan 72 in 6th place in a Ford Mustang Group 4. Quadruple D3 takes on the yellow SLS AMG in 7th place. Psycho Crowley takes 8th place in the Mercedes-Benz SLS AMG. Johnny B 7531 in a yellow Lexus RCF. Fear Nothing 420 takes 10th place in the Ferrari 458 Italia. Racing Hobo is taking 11th place in the Aston Martin V8 Vantage Group 4. 12th place is myself in a Chevy Corvette C7 Group 4 in Sport Tech. Akao takes 13th place in the McLaren 650S Group 4. PSRT Troy Forever in 14th place in the Renault Sport Magni Group 4. H2O 4449 in the Lamborghini Huracan in 15th place. Joey _Bags 311 in a Audi TT Cup. 17th place is CJ Sun in the Aston Martin V8 Vantage. Rob on drums in 18th place in the Toyota A6 Group 4. 19th place is Sang _I on the Porsche. And last place is Hyper 6 Alive in the BMW M4 Group 4. So it's going to get very excited to take a rolling start that this boat might be getting ready to commence. But this is going to be quite good to take 12 laps around the track, so hope this is going to be quite good to take the oversteering will begin. One understeer Group 4 car is now going to be getting ready to go, but this is going to be the most challenging race that this wheel might be prepared. And green flag is going, mark on the green. So we are going underway to drive faster, so let's do it to take the first turn. So best of luck to all of us, and this is going to be quite getting started. Now it looks like this is going to be quite taking the first turn. It is going to be a one tight squeeze to be on the inside, but this is going to be taking a little steep downhill. Looks like Racing Hobo is now going to be getting up the track and trying to put it back on track instead. But this is going to be taking a long chase that this wheel might be going in by the straight after the pit exit lane, that this is going to be given the one good landmark spot to do it. So here comes the blind corner, folks. This is going to be quite taking the clean turns that this wheel might take the racing. Oh man, it looks like we just got last place driver is now going to be getting off the track and now it's going in to take the recovery. Now it's going to be quite very good to see how FR and MR Group 4 cars are now going in to take the longest chase that this is going to be quite taking the rush. Double hairpins is now going to be quite taking a little bit more effort turns out there, so hope this is going to be quite taking the risk. Will might keep it steady. And looks like Johnny B 7531 takes a 1 second penalty by giving a little warning check, by having a little investigation to be on the way. So this is going to be quite giving a little bit included to ignoring the track limit. So just going to be very careful, folks. This is going to be taking a lot of better turns that this will might be needs to do a lot of capability turns. Will going on to the right directions will be in the correct order. But this is going to be quite doing good to reach up perfectly at the end of the first lap. So now going to the second lap, that this is going to be quite giving the multiple times 3, that this will might be taking a good wave check, that this is going to be quite going in. Things about to get very roughly on this one. It looks like Johnny B 7531 is about to be coming in onto the penalty line to slow down, and only just a few short distance left. But this is going to be quite taking the few space that this will might give it time to spare. And he slowed down, and this is going to be given the best time to be pulling onto the brake. And this is going to be quite going on to the blind corner. And oh man, looks like Beard Nutton 420 is definitely might be loosened up on the grip, and now staying on the focusing to maintain to be back onto the track of the tarmac. But this is going to be quite getting a little bit more steeper on the wrist to take the hard right. Johnny B 7531 is about to be coming in, and looks like Beard Nutton is about to have that 0.5 seconds on the penalty. So this is going to be taking a lot of risk to be ignoring the track limits. So just going to have to try to be very careful. PSRT Troy Forever is now going in, but this is going to be taking that strong understeer, is going to be quite taking the few advantage that this will might deals with the oversteer cars, is going to be quite taking the few struggles, will might take the risk. Now going in onto the final turn, and looks like PSRT Troy Forever is about to be getting closer to overtake my current position. It's going to be quite very risky that this will might be having the Chevy Corvette will might be dealing with the Renault Sport Magni, is going to be quite taking a hard time to be at its own game. But it's going to be quite very tougher between the FR and the FF Group 4 car is now going in to make it to the next lap. But it's going to be quite very steep or close. Then looks like Chevy Corvette is about to stay well defended in 11th place. And looks like Beard Nutton 420 is about to be going in onto the penalty line to be slowed down. This one might be giving the best chance, will might be taking the opportunity. He's going for it, and now this will might take the better overtakes, that this is going to be taking a lot of few effort turns to do it. Now looks like this is going to be giving Beard Nutton 420 will might be saving his position, while PSRT Troy Forever is now going to be on the upper hand. Will might be giving a little chance, but it takes some time that other drivers who have that penalty will be proceed to the line, that this will might force to decelerate. It's going to be quite very tougher on this one, but it's going to be quite getting tied up for only 2 Mercedes-Benz, and the Lexus is about to be quite giving a little bit grueling battle over there. But it's going to be, oh man, looks like Miguel 8520 just almost giving a little hit on Johnny B 7531. This is going to be quite taking that few distance, that this will might be giving a well managed for having a gap space, that this will might be coming in. Going back onto the final corner, and this is going to be taking the full stretch on it, that this will might be having Johnny B 7531 will might be choosing which slipstream will might be doing better. But looks like Miguel 8520 is now going to be slowing down, and this is going to be taking the pit stop, that this will might be giving a little well recommend. Going in onto the 4th lap, and it looks like this is going to be quite very tougher to take on that turn. Looks like I just made it endure, while Johnny B 571 is about to prepare itself for one race of a small moment. But he will might keep it going, because Lexus and Chevrolet is now going to be taking a little bit more time. Will might be keeping in for taking a little fierce gap distance, will might take the struggle. It looks like the Ferrari is about to be going back in onto the overtake, so hope this is going to be see how Beard Nutton 420 is about to be getting back in onto 9th place. but it's going to be quite very tougher to see how he and his 458 Italia is now going to be quite catching up onto Lexus. It's going to be quite getting closer there. But it's going to be quite taking that double hairpins that this wheel might be taking the best turns to be going easily. Now it's going to be quite getting closer there. Now it looks like this is going to be taking a good look to see how the top 3 drivers are doing. So hope this is going to be quite giving the best time to take a good look. Now the Tank Destroyer _60 is in 2nd place. It looks like he's trying to catch up onto A_bit is now definitely in the lead. So I hope this is going to be quite doing good to see how the Aston Martin is about to take 1st place. Will be in the finish line for only to take a few laps. But it's going to be quite good to see it there. And Tank Destroyer _60 has took a new fastest lap time for only 1 minute and 40 seconds. And looks like Tasty _lines just took the new fastest lap times that beat Tank Destroyer _60's record. So this is going to be quite good to have 1 minute and 40 seconds by having a decimal by 0.408. Now that is going to be quite very impressive to see how challenging top 3 racers are definitely might be taking the fastest lap times that this will might be well performed. Now it's going in to take the flying corner. Will might be going on to the next turn. So it looks like this is going to be quite taking a struggle out there. So it's going to be quite very closer to see how Johnny B 7531 is about to be quite getting closer to only a single Mercedes-Benz that this will might be getting closer to overtake the Ford Mustang. Now it's going to be quite taking that hairpins onto the double, but it's going to be quite taking the usual lineup that this is going to be taking a little bit more time. But it's going to be a one tough rush that this is going to be on the dogfight, that this is going to be quite taking the turns to be in the chance. It looks like Hyperion 420 is about to be tapping in to do a little overtake, so now he's going in onto 8th place, but unfortunately it's going to be quite giving a little precision change to be in 7th place. But it looks like this is going to be having 3 drivers left, that this might take some time to be available in the point entry 2 will be opened again anytime soon. This race is about to be continued on, but this is going to be quite taking a lot of better chance to go on for the lot of rush to be experienced. Now it looks like Cycle Crowley is about to be entering the pits, so hope this is definitely might be need that tires will might be getting started out. But this is going to be in the 6th lap. This is going to be quite doing well, that this will might be taking a few determined choice for having to depend on the tire grip, that this is going to be needed to be well managed to be on the durability to be keep it up on it. So it looks like Hyperion 420 is now definitely in 6th place, but it looks like I'm on 7th place. But this is going to be quite doing better for UDRS Insport Tech to be in the good handling skills for the Chevy Corvette C7, that this will might be taking the best upper hand skills, that this will might find a perfect corner to be performed, giving a one initial strategy that this is going to be taking the best tactics that this will might be giving the fan to perform. Now it's going to be very closer for Chevrolet to be getting closer to Ferrari, that this might take a one-step overtake, that this is going to find the good turns to be stay steady to be on the good mobility. And looks like Miguel 8520 is definitely might be going on in 8th place, and looks like Rob _ drums is now going to be in 9th place. 2 drivers are actually going to have to take that battle of 8th place. Will might be getting started out. But it's going to be quite taking a few strategies for having a good rush, that this will might take the chance to perform. Now it looks like this is going to be quite good to see how few drivers are now going to be in the pits. But this will might be giving my best chance to be in 2nd place. So I hope this will might going forward on to lap number 7. It's going to be quite doing good to see how many Group 4 drivers are definitely might be taking the chance that this will might deal with a good turns to be on the handling effect. Now it looks like coming closer in 3rd place, and we have Tank Destroyer _60 is the first one to be coming out of the pits. Now it's going to be quite doing effort out there for temporarily that this will might be given a good strategy position. Insport Tech is now giving a one cornering check that this will might catch up to the second place driver, but it's going to be quite taking a few upper advantage out there to see how every racer might be giving a few lucky chance to see it. But it depends. The tire wear is now going to be giving a little bit worn up on the top right of the front tires to be getting a little bit depleted by only 45%. Tasty underscore Lines is now going in to overtake my current position. Looks like he just really wants to be back in third place. But looks like Lexus RCF is now back into the top 3, folks. This is going to be quite taking a few patience out there that this will might be needed to keep it going. But it still might be continuing up for the one tough battle that this will might be getting a little bit grueling out there, because it's going to be quite very closer for only Mercedes-Benz and Lexus will might be battling out, will might be taking the rush to see it. It looks like a double underscore bit is now going into the pits, so this is going to be taking the best time that this will might be going right onto the perfect position that this will might be well recommend. Positions will be dropped down to be made, but it depends to take responsibility to keep it well balanced up to be on hold. Now looks like coming out in the pits, and this is going to be quite doing good to see how this wheel might change up on different position, but it's going to be quite taking a little bit more time to be very patient, folks. Every race is going to be quite very determined whenever it depends to do it. Now it looks like this is going to be coming out onto 11th place, and this might make it to 12th place. And looks like CJ Sun is now passing in on 10th place, and looks like Johnny B 7531 is now going in. He rushed back to take the best upper hand, will might be keep it going to be on a racing strategy effort to take. But it's going to be quite doing impressive out there to see how Group 4 race cars could probably battling out that this will might be taking the best handling skills, that this will might be taking the few racing advantage, will might be doing perfectly. Now I'm on the rush to catch up onto Johnny B 7531's position, but it's going to be quite getting closer for Insport Tech. Will might take the action to be on the overtake, but it's going to be very closer to take some slipstream times whenever it gets the chance to be on the straight. Takes the final corner, and here it comes. This is going to be getting closer to proceed at the end of the 8th lap. Now going into the 9th lap that this is going to be quite doing well. And Tank Destroyer underscore 60 is taking the lead. A double underscore bit is now going back into first place. This is going to be taking a one strong effort out there, because first and second place driver is now going to be quite taking the action, is definitely might be given the best part, because this race gives every spectator to have a seat, front row seat in the house, is going to be quite giving the most excited part to do it. Now it's going to be quite getting closer for Insport Tech to take the action to overtake Johnny B 7531. Oh boy, looks like we got a yellow flag signal that this is going to be quite calling in. Johnny B 7531 is now slamming in, and oh man, it looks like this is going to be quite giving a little bit warning check that this is going to be quite giving a little attack on Insport Tech on the Corvette C7. This is going to be taking a little risky it takes, so try not to bump onto each other. It's going to be quite taking the few strings that this wheel might be taking some perfection, wheel might be taking the moment. And looks like Tank Destroyer 60 was definitely pulled down from 9th place, but it's going to be quite taking a little hard time for him. That's going to be given the best part for him to be into the top 3. He will try to keep up, but he's going to be taking some few overtakes, will might be taking some few distance, will might be needed to deal with. So it looks like Miguel 8520 is in 3rd place, folks. He's going to be in the top 3 finish whenever it's about to get a chance. But this is going to be taking for only 2 more to go. So hope this is going to be getting in on to the end of the 9th lap. But welcome to the 10th lap, folks. 2 more to go. This is going to be quite taking some few times that this wheel might be taking the total time that this wheel might be getting closer for only under 20 minutes. But this is going to be quite very excited out there. Wheel might be taking the good racing action, that this wheel might be taking the good chase. It's about to get very closer for Chevrolet to overtake the Mercedes-Benz. It's going to be taking on the blind corner. Tank Destroyer 60 is going to have to take the first position that this wheel might be going in, and the Insport Tech takes second place. But this is going to be quite common risky to take that strategy that this wheel might become in handy. Strong steel drivers is definitely might be taking a lot of techniques, while the basic driver is going to be quite following up on the good leading directions, that this wheel might be finding the good rhythm that this wheel might be given a chance to perform. But this is going to be quite very good likely to have this part for the moment. It's all about taking communication wheel might take the right direction. It's going to be quite taking some few efforts to be very patient to find a good chance to be performed. Now it looks like it's going to be quite very closer to a double underscore a bit. It's going to be getting there onto 11 lap. So it looks like this is going to be quite going in to take one more lap to go. This race is about to get very finished in a short notice. But that was going to be quite very excited to see how Group 4 racing is going to be quite taking the best skills to perform. Now it looks like this is going to be going in to take one full party to be in the race, that this is going to be taking a lot of few effort turns to go on. Now looks like Fiat 420 is about to be catching up. This is going to be taking a lot of few chases for Mercedes-Benz, and Chevrolet wheel might take the running spot that this wheel might catch up to Ferrari. Now it's going to be quite taking some two FR cars wheel might take on to the MR car. Is going to be quite very tougher it gets. Most likely Group 4 supercars of a racing category, that this is going to be quite taking the few chances that this wheel might be given the few spaces that this wheel might left to go. Taking on onto the double hairpin that this wheel might goes back in, and Tank Destroyer underscore 60 is about to catch up to Fiat 420. So I hope he might be getting in onto 7th place in no time, and this is going to be quite getting a lot of few turns. Wheel might be keep it nice and tight. So meanwhile, the top three drivers, Tasty Lines is taking the lead, and oh man, it looks like a double underscore a bit just definitely might dropped out onto a different position. So hope this is definitely might be giving a yellow flag signal whenever it depends to make one moment. But that was going to be quite giving a little bit fair time to see it. So I mean, well, I guess he's on 4th place, folks, and that might brings Gargoyle 0387 is now in 3rd place. So here we go, folks. This is going to be the final lap, folks. This is going to be quite very good to see it. The top three drivers are about to get very closer to the finish line, but this is going to be taking a lot of few turns, that this is going to be quite going in. But it is going to be quite doing possible to see if a double underscore bit was actually still there. So I bet that he's in 4th place or 5th place. Well, kind of say that he's going to be in 4th place, that he is doing okay. Now that was going to be quite doing good to see that fastest lap time. That was very close to see it. 1 minute and 40.10 seconds. That's going to be a lot of progress, that this wheel might take a good perfection fastest lap, that everybody really wants to do it. But it's going to be getting closer for Tasty Lines, that this wheel might be getting on to the final corner. So hope this is going to be quite very good to see it. But this is going to be quite taking a lot of few turns to be having a lot of struggle for every racers out there. So hope this is going to be quite very excited. Tasty underscore Lines is about to take the final stretch. I hope he's going to win, folks. He is going to win. And luckily, the top two drivers, and it looks like a double underscore bit is coming back in 2nd place. And we have a 1st place driver out there, folks. Tasty underscore Lines wins round 6 of the 2019-20 Exhibition Series of the Manufacturer Series. He has finally made it, folks. He has finally made it in 1st place. A_bit has finally reached in second place, and looks like Gargoyle 0387 has finally made it in third place. Now this is going to be quite taking some few penalties that this boat might changed up on it, so that might consider this dropping down onto 16th place to be stopped at. But if unfortunately that might have a result for doing racing reckless, that this wheel might be needed to be well monitored, checked on it. So this is going to be quite taking a new clean race consecutive record. Is definitely might be doing well by having a single star to be well earned. Now that was very good, but it needs to take a lot of perfection that has to be avoided without getting caught in the penalty. Now this wheel might take some few earnings, and this is going to be quite very good out there. So hope this is going to be quite taking some few efforts that this wheel might take to tally up on the results. Still going on for the blue, but this is going to be quite doing better. So I'm about to go into congratulations to Tasty Lines for the win. So looks like he did a pretty good job for the Lexus RCF Group 4. We might be taking the lead for having a fast lap for only 1 minute and 40.378 seconds. A_bit just definitely might be doing good with his Aston Martin V8 Vantage Group 4. So that was very impressive to take the fastest lap by only 1 minute and 40.10 seconds. But this is going to be quite very excited out there, because this race always doing the best competitive, that this is going to be quite very excited to see it. So we did very good. So we will always going to have to take racing responsibility. We might do perfectly. We'll take a good perfection to avoid having the penalty. So it was a very good excited race. It feels good to be back onto the circuit track, folks, because this is going to be quite perfect to get ready to move on for the next round of the race. It's going to be at Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya for a Group 3 race. So I hope this wheel might get ready to go. Alright folks, glad that you really enjoyed this race. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, bell for notification uploads, and the links in the description down below if you want to see more. And library block videos are available to watch anytime you want, so this will be the entertainment showcase about different cars with libraries I have been made. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time for continuing on the manufacturer series on Gran Turismo Sports, and I'll see you guys later. Keep on racing, stay clean.